What's up, Guardians? Sly here, back at it with another Destiny 2 video for y'all, and today we're going to be checking out one of the new Warlock exotics, the Karnstein Armlet. Are they worth a precious spot in your inventory? Well, let's go ahead and find out. Let's start off by looks alone. Now, they are more like bracers than really gauntlets. I guess the name armlet rings true because they really just cover your forearm rather than provide a glove. As gloves are dependent on your character, they actually keep the same pair of gloves regardless of the gauntlet worn. Some just provide a new layer over them, others change out the bracer alone, some actually put little finger rings on there. I mean, depends on your glove. In the Grimoire card, it talks about a hunter looking for his long-lost love. The hunter created this gauntlet to aid in his or her search. Every time you connect your hand with man or machine, it pulls energy out of its victim and searches the mind for any connection to the lost lover. That energy is what gives the gloves their exotic nature. I am absolutely loving these lore cards on exotics, y'all. Each story is well written and tells an awesome short story of how the exotic came to be. So let's take a look at the perks. Now, we already know that it takes its power from its victim, and of course, that sounds like a Voidwalker perk, but these gloves are not subclass specific. They can be used on any subclass. Alright, so the exotic perk is Vampire's Caress. Melee attack grants health recovery and melee grenade and class ability energy. As for his stats, you can choose between +1 mobility or +1 resilience. Gloves usually only give you 1 point in your chosen stat. Now, they are definitely not as perk friendly as the gauntlets used to be in D1, so you have to make a choice here within the mods if you want any kind of subclass perk in there, or if you want extra grenade, melee energy, you want better handling, stuff like that. So that choice is totally up to you. As for performance, really good, guys. Every melee does indeed grant you health, melee, grenade, and rift energy. However, it heavily favors grenade for the Voidwalker and the Stormcaller. As you can see here for the Voidwalker, the instant I melee this enemy, it gives me almost half of my grenade energy back instantly. The other stats, however, are quite meager. You know the gloves work because after every melee, your screen flashes slightly and you hear this sort of pinging sound. That's how you know the gloves are proccing. Now, with an uncharged melee, you can barely see the small boost that these gloves provide in the melee and rift area. However, if you're someone who melees all the time, these are absolutely wonderful. To get your grenade back, however, that's a one-time deal with the charged melee only. Otherwise, it's the same amount as it would be for the rift and melee energy. Still though, while you're in an enemy-heavy area, you can drastically cut down your regen time to well under half, even less that for the grenade. So these are pretty powerful gloves. However, you do have to be careful with an item that encourages getting up close and meleeing. That's not always the best idea. Now, I checked it out with the sword. Unfortunately, it doesn't proc the regen perk, which is a shame because that would have been ideal for these kind of gloves. The Stormballer, however, sees the biggest benefit. Not only does about a third of your melee energy come back, but you get about a third back for your grenade as well. Regular melees work like they're supposed to and provide a small boost to all three abilities. Health regen stays the same across the board, and unfortunately, it doesn't give you a lot of health back. Now, as far as the amount of health per melee, it's pretty meager. It gives you back the same amount of health as the Dawnblade Dive, which is about a sixth of your total health bar. However, that does leave an opportunity for some pretty good combinations. Dive with the Warlock, and then instantly melee. That give you about a third of your health back, which is pretty substantial and especially helpful when you're in a sticky situation. Overall review, guys, pretty great as far as armor goes. The real question is, are these worth using over other good Warlock exotics? But that question, only you can answer. But so far, I believe that answer is yes. Now, it does not win in the sexy category, but if you're a Stormcaller who uses the crazy melee range and grenades, then this will be your best friend without a doubt. Add in the fact that they can heal you as well, that's just the icing on the cake. But that's it for me, y'all. Hope you enjoyed it, and as always, thank you for watching another Planet Destiny video. My name's Sly. You can always check me out over at Sly Nation on YouTube or here on Planet Destiny. Take care, Guardians, and keep those eyes open for tons more D2 content coming to Planet Destiny in the very near future. But until then, this is your dude Sly, and I'll catch you guys next time.